in his infamous hideout near Denver at the Overlook Hotel, Jigolanthas invited his old friend Beelzebub for dinner. The dinner was prepared by some of the best chefs in Paris and Germany, brought specially for the occasion under a guise unbreakable and utterly terrifying for them. But the meal was, of course, fabulous. So, to what do I owe the honor of your invitation, dear friend? Said Beelzebub to Jigolanthas. And Jigolanthas said, well, while it has been established canonically that we are not the same being, but we are ridiculously similar in our pursuit of lust, I wanted to get your opinion on the nature of lust itself. Beelzebub took another morsel of his delicious fried cheerleader and said, well, lust is the very reason we exist, my dear gnomish friend. Lust is the very essence of the struggle of being alive. To which Jigolanthas said, yes, how could I disagree with that? But then tell me why do the eternal adversaries of lust like Krishna and Jesus make such a fuss about it? Beelzebub took another bite and looked at his wine cup, which was filled with some pretty good ayahuasca and eggnog, and said, well, reality and duality are inescapable and inseparable. We are bound by the chains of karma and consequence. If a leaf is born into a tree, it is bound to fall, and there is nothing the leaf can do about it, except perhaps lust for its existence. Seek the sun that it so desperately wants to rejoin, and then be consumed by the lustiest thing of all, which is time, that literally consumes everything. You're saying that Krishna, which is time, is lustful? Beelzebub smiled and said, of course, just consider his adoration of the Radharani and the cowboy girls. It's pretty evident that they are pretty and female and young. To which Jigolanthas said, so in trying to beat Krishna at the number of females that I enjoy, to which Beelzebub put his hand gently on Jigolanthas' hand and said, tell me, Gigi, my friend, do you really enjoy it? Gigi stopped and looked around. Such a beautiful, beautiful place, the Overlook Hotel. The Gold Room was, of course, filled to the brim with some of the most illustrious otherworldly guests imaginable. Such was the nature of Jigolanthas' side business, which was hotels. You know, bordels, hotels, same thing. I don't know. Do I? Well, Beelzebub continued, when you masturbate, do you enjoy it? Jigolanthas smiled. You got me, oh Lord of Lust. I don't enjoy it at all. It's more like an addiction, a necessity, a kind of impotent cry to continue to be erectile and strong in my penis. It is the very essence of life, isn't it? It's something more important than life, perhaps youth. Beelzebub continued his meal. Youth, yes. Of course, youth. And yet, are youths lusty? Oh, yes. Of course they are. Much lustier than adults. So, when you grow up and when you grow older, are you as lusty as when you're youthful? And Jigolanthas said no, not at all. On the contrary, the older I get, the harder it is to get hard. And yet, every time I do get hard, I feel young again. The duo decided to bring in some perfectly innocent females of various species to have an orgy that night. It went fine. Jigolanthas still got it up.